Startled me. I thought you were one of those soldiers. It's not a bad idea to dress up like one of them. Listen, I hope you find whatever you're looking for in Joa. You seem to have a purpose. Sadly, Hadia will suck it dry. Antiar, the two-headed serpent, released his demons invoked by the sins and destructive passions of humankind. And our Lord Setherus, I believe they are the same as the demons described in the holy passages of...
What do you know about the tower?
If I were you, I would avoid that place. Thank you for bringing this watch back to me. My father gave it to me, and I gave it to Otis. Listen.
Hey, Gus, Arlo, Otis, please pick up. It's Atticus. I've been trying to call for days now. Phone lines keep going down, so I don't know when I'll be able to call you back, but I'll keep trying. Hey, don't go killing Sabs without me. See you soon.
Epsilon 11. Epsilon 11, sound off. Why are you in Akasa Marshes? Who ordered you? Where are my men?
They're gone. The creatures got the better of them.
Abandon the vehicle and walk away. You have my word, no harm will come to you.
How about I give it back when I no longer need it?
I would advise against it.
It's just too convenient.
You have no idea who you've stolen from. Choose your next move wisely.
Why is this happening? Camille. Oh, my baby. Anna, my baby girl. We got separated during the evacuation in Tulsi. The screaming, the panic, the smoke, pure chaos. I finally traced them back to Jova, but I'm too late. I'm too late. Oh, Camille, forgive me. I'm too late. Without one of their belongings, I can't even give them a proper Palamist burial. Why? What?
How the hell did you find us? You know what? Doesn't matter. We were part of the peacekeeping mission assigned to Jova. When the order to pull out came in, I was so relieved. Our CO, Lieutenant Rue, convinced us to stay for a few days. I wanted out of this place so bad. And it didn't take much effort to convince the others to leave with me. And now we're stuck here. No way in hell I'm going back out there without support. I need a SATCOM radio to contact HQ. Damn it. How the hell did you find us? And now we're stuck.
I still can't believe what happened. We were finally leaving Jova. This massive creature materialized ahead of us. We grabbed what we could, and slogged through the marsh. The creatures were everywhere. What the hell are they? Rojo and I are the only two left. I'm almost out of metformin. I'm a goner without those pills. Even if I wasn't stuck in a goddamn swamp, sourcing medication in a war-torn country is next to impossible. What a disaster.
how you managed to get here, and I don't care. I have my orders not to interfere with your operations. Just do me the same courtesy.
Who are you?
I'm Captain Vass, 6th Battalion, 3rd Company of the Asterian Armed Forces. I'm in charge here. Jova is part of Asteria now, so everything here belongs to the Sabinian cause. I'll follow my orders for now, but there's a limit. The way I see it, you're not bulletproof, and you're alone. I think we understand each other. It's the greatest country on this spinning ball of ours. Well, if it wasn't for the Palamists bringing us down several notches. When we finally get rid of them, Hadia will rise like it once did under King Aster. He was by far our greatest monarch. Look at what we've accomplished with fewer men and resources. We've captured the entire province of Umbrahan and pushed into Argola. I'm guessing we would have Trisk, the capital city of Argola, if it weren't for those damn things. The Asterian armed forces will swing around and liberate Jahania when the fighting resumes. You know the saying, right? ON peacekeepers are as useful as a second asshole on your elbow. Useless outsider trash. We are superior in every way. We've dominated the arts, business, education, and politics for decades, if not centuries. We need to progress. The only way to achieve greatness is to rid ourselves of the Palamist swine. They're drowning in their own filth. We need to step on their heads and hold them underwater. If we let them, those bastards will drag us down with them. They're insects. Look at what they did to that Sabinian family in the marsh. Now, I know what you're thinking. What about the Palamists in the forest? Killing their women and children and sending their men to work camps? But they're not women. They're not children. And they certainly aren't men. When you have a cockroach problem in your home, you don't negotiate with the vermin to leave. You exterminate them. I don't know what they are, but I do know they aren't interested in the tent. I sent a scouting party to try to figure out what we're dealing with here, but they never came back. I've been observing them for quite some time. They have no discernible pattern, rules, or hierarchy. In fact, the only thing they seem interested in is that strange dome-like mass in the marsh. I'd order a salvo on the damn thing, but I don't want to kick the hornet's nest.
I'm looking for Jova's blacksmith. Have you seen him?
He must have left with the ON convoy. Can't find this son of a bitch anywhere. We had a good deal. Our Corps of Engineers went dark right about when the creatures appeared. He was going to help rebuild Jova. If you find him, tell him he can come back. I'll go easy on him.
What happened here?
Justice happened here. If you think the Palamists aren't doing the same thing to us, you're a fucking idiot. Jova's part of Asteria's relocation program. We were going to get everything ready for the migrating Sabinian families. That was before these damn creatures showed up.
Where was the ON convoy going?
I have no idea, and I couldn't care less. They're either brave or stupid to have made a run for it. My money's on stupid. Wherever they're going, I'm sure they didn't get very far from their outpost.
Where's the ON outpost?
The outpost is northeast of here, on the outskirts of town. It's on the street behind the blacksmith's forge.
They recently assigned me to this battalion. I needed a breather after we pushed through Umbrahan. I heard rumors about what was going on behind the front lines. That shit in the forest. That isn't me. The Asterian army is filled with men like Vass. And he is as filthy as they come. Watch. They recently assigned me to this battalion. I needed a breather after we pushed through Umbrahan. I heard rumors about what was going on behind the front lines. That shit in the forest. That isn't me. The Asterian army is filled with men like Vass. And he is as filthy as they come. Watch your back. They recently assigned me that shit. They recently that shit.
I've seen Enzo and Daniel do some fucked up shit, but this takes the cake. And again, what happened to their families? I guess it's tit for tat, huh?
Damn it! Of course I drew the short straw. The worst cleanup job in town and I pull it. I don't have time for this.
Found the poor pup whimpering alone in a house, just abandoned there by the owners. Unbelievable how utterly heartless these Palamists are. He's in good hands now, though, aren't you? Who's a good boy? I don't want it. Hey! Hands off! I found him. He's mine now. I found the poor pup wimp. He's in good hands.
These are the scumbags that hung the Sabinian family. What a waste of ammunition. They should have let me do it my way. They would have suffered for days. Hey man, if it's not ammo or porn.
This shit will never end. I need to get the fuck out of here. I had no choice, man. Voss and his goons looking. This shit will never end. I need to get the fuck out of here. I had no...
We caught one of these scumbags scavenging for food in one of the houses. A few ripped fingernails later, he gave up the rest. They were hiding like rats down in the old well.
I should be at the Abbey, trashing the place. I bet those lucky bastards over there are filling their pockets with gold. I should be at the... I bet those lucky bastards... That's worthless.
Good haul. We usually don't find much in these backwater Palamas shitholes. Last time we hit, we barely filled up one truck. Voss is happy. And if Voss is happy, we're happy. He keeps the real good stuff in his office.
I'm only permitted to play Sabinian classics, I'm afraid. Unfortunately, I only happen to know one of their dreadful compositions. I'm getting the impression that Captain Voss is tired of hearing the same tune over and over again. I need to learn some new pieces. What am I supposed to do with this?
Painting their horrible deeds for all to see? It's the first thing we saw when we rolled into the marsh. We weren't gonna let that slide. No way. Palamas pulled similar shit in my village. It's the reason I enlisted.
See that guy? Looking through the binoculars, standing safely behind the sandbags? That's the captain. I suggest you chat with him before you wander into trouble.
Poor bastard. Next time he falls, I'll let him choke a little longer. I'm a little busy here.
His gaze be upon you, my son. You're not from here, are you? I know everyone around here, and yet there is a way about you that is familiar to me.
Who are you?
I am Abbot Jaffer, the spiritual leader of Patham Abbey. My life started here, and it seems it will end here. I don't know where you are from, but I'm afraid you've wandered into hell. The roots of hatred run deep and far across Hadia. This isn't the first time we've been caught in a perpetual cycle of violence. Sethrus's benevolence lives in all of us. But the serpent also lives in us. He does not dare show himself until the laws and customs have fallen. When that happens, you will quickly realize that the chains holding civilized men are weak. Steel yourself, my son. The serpent strikes when we are at our This war is a sword sharpened by propaganda and religious intolerance, slicing and dicing up what generations built over centuries within days. The exchange of cruel and violent acts and the lies perpetuated by the media all played their part. I was shocked to hear that even priests were involved in spreading hateful rhetoric. Now look at us. I see only darkness ahead, but I have faith in Sethrus. I believe Lieutenant Rue was the first outsider I ever encountered. She was as curious about our customs and traditions as I was about hers. This Buddha she spoke of is a fascinating figure. I was saddened to hear that the outside world seems to fall prey to the same dark impulses as Hadeans, which is partly why the peacekeepers exist. Being a peacekeeper is admirable. Risking one's life for the betterment of others is a noble pursuit. No matter how hard they try, I refuse to hate them and never will. We both share the same land and God. There is plenty of room for peaceful coexistence, and Sethrus has plenty of love to spare. I'm not naive. I understand why things are the way they are, but that doesn't mean I have to accept them. How do we stop the spread of hatred from one generation to the next? I lack the wisdom to know the answer, but know where to begin. The children of this war must let go of their hatred if we are to climb out of the hole we dug for ourselves. I overheard the guards speaking of such creatures. If what they describe is accurate, then the darkest days are ahead of us. In specific passages, the Holy Kata speaks of TR's demons. Some of these passages relate to the curse of TR, brought on by the great sins of destructive emotions. These writings were meant to be interpreted as metaphors and stories, to teach and inform us. Could this be happening? May his eye protect us. There is a moment in history that all Palamists should reflect on, if not regret entirely. The country was ruled by a heavy-handed theocracy, with one thing in mind: power. A young charismatic erudite named Savingo wrote several Reformation theses, which gained popularity. What did the Palamist traditionalists do? They hunted them down. They accused them of heresy and burned them at the stake. They were Palamists who only wanted reform. Nothing is easier than listening and finding common ground. It is
Do you know where I might find the blacksmith?
Even before all this started, he was often gone. A dark burden weighed on him. I sincerely hope he has escaped Jova with the ON convoy. Pray, my son. Pray he hasn't been shipped off to the prison camps.
What happened here?
Madness and hatred happened here, and lots of it. When I finally managed to get back from Tulsi, I rushed to my brother's home only to find my niece, Rebecca. Then the soldiers began to round up the villagers. When they kicked in the door, I told her to hide.
Your niece, Rebecca, is she okay?
How long can a young child survive in these horrible conditions? The last time I saw her was in my brother's home. It's the building with the treehouse next to it.
Did you happen to see where the convoy went?
Lieutenant Rue came to negotiate my release. Captain Voss would hear none of it. I heard their trucks leave the outpost this morning. Many roads lead outside the marsh. Sadly, my situation prevented me from seeing where they went.
Where's the Abbey?
It's southeast of Jova, sitting on a rocky plateau. From the marshes you can see its beautiful golden spheres and Sethrus's ever-watchful eye. Tread lightly, my son. Captain Voss sent some of his men to ransack the Abbey. He's obsessed with finding a treasure that does not exist. They can keep beating me for as long as they want. I have no idea what they are talking about.
Why is Captain Voss doing this to you?
Captain Voss is a criminal and thief parading as a soldier. You don't believe me? Look inside his trucks. They are filled with things he stole from Palamist families. It is the reason why he arrested me. He can beat me as long as he likes. My answer will always remain the same. There is nothing of value in the Abbey besides our barrels of mead.
Where's the ON outpost?
It's not far. Turn right, just before the blacksmith's forge. You should see it down the hill.
Didn't think Palamist were clever enough to work heavy machinery like this. Color me surprised. Check his pockets. Take that silly little acorn, put it with the rest.
No! No, please! Don't take...
Shut up! Oh, fuck! You got blood all over my boots, you fucking asshole! Alright, boys, go round up the rest of them.
It's just a matter of time. This hooch right here, signing mead. God damn, it's good. This is the way I want to go out. I was stationed to guard Voss's office. Screw that. Wait, don't tell him I said that. That is almost empty. That. It's just a... As Hooch right, I was stationed to guard Voss's office.